Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to PowdaBaM, playing Mayday. I'm building a new deck. It's new in quotes. I'm just testing it out. There's a lot of amazing new cards coming out with this POW. The next 3 sets, basically. I mean, we think the EX cards right now are pretty broken. This is really going to break the game. And when I say broken, I mean an unbalance of play decks. Playable decks, really. I was talking to some people online, and well, I guess I'll just tell you guys. If you're ever wondering if a game is balanced or not, you know, because somebody was defending Pokemon to me. They're saying, you're just saying it's unbalanced. And I told them, well, no, look at the statistics. The top 10 players in the whole world, they still only win 50% of their games. Okay, so, I mean, what other game has that? No other game in the whole world has that. You could take the top 10 StarCraft players, they're winning more than 50%. Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, what's some other genres? League of Legends. I mean, it would be absurd to say... Wait, what? No way! Both my Swablu's are in the prize pool? Oh, that is horrible, guys. Horrible. Oh, this is a mini nightmare. We are going to get stomped on here. Sometimes you get bad luck, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. So yeah, I mean, League of Legends, if you took the top 10 players of any genre, they're going to be winning 70 to 90% of all of their games because it's a skill-based game. Even Hearthstone, the Hearthstone players, 70 to 90%. The decks, they become very far and few between, but there's so much skill involved. There's actually a lot of math. It's similar to card counting in poker. They're counting, they know their percentages, the chances of getting this card, and they play based on this card has to be coming up pretty soon here. That doesn't happen in Pokemon. Pokemon is essentially the first 1 or 2 turns, you draw half your deck. You know? Man, I gotta do boss's orders, but I don't know. I gotta get some Pokemon out here. This is not looking good at all. No es bueno. No me gusta. He's gonna hit for 60. What is the idea here? What am I doing? What am I doing? Damn, I just don't have anything. It's not great. It's not great. Yeah, so you experience this phenomenon in Pokemon and nowhere else because of the imbalance of cards and because there is no early, mid, and late game. Again, in order to have any game, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Call of Duty, League of Legends, Pac-Man, Smash Brothers Melee, that's a multiplayer game, Bomberman Online, you have to have an early, mid, and late game. If the developers neglect to have those 3 aspects of the game, and then on top of that you have a huge imbalance. Here's the imbalance right here. So this will be good for this video. This card right here. So the Charmander underneath, it costs 1 to search your deck for another energy card, and then the next turn you drop Charizard, which searches your deck for 3 energy cards. So essentially turn 2, when you're able to attack, you're killing your opponent, right? So, and I'm sure this guy here feels amazing. He's just like, oh my gosh, look at me, I love Pokemon, it's so fun. But he's gonna find out that everybody plays that deck. They play one of 5 to 8 decks, and it takes no skill at all to play any of these decks. Ooh, I'm gonna do this. So what does that do for decks like mine? They're skill-based decks. If you had a bracket, what should I do here? I could do this. I could do this. If you had a bracket for... And in fact, Pokemon could just do a test. All you do is ban every single... take a bracket and say whatever the top 10 decks are, you are not allowed to be in this bracket. Okay? This is the playtest bracket, right? Skilled decks like mine would rise to the top and they'd be winning 70 to 90%, just like in every single game ever, because I'm playing early, mid, late game. And if you remove all those incredibly imbalanced cards, naturally it's going to create a bunch of very creative decks that have to orchestrate this early, mid, and late game. But will Pokemon Co. do that? Probably not. The reason they're not going to do it is because of money. They are rewarded for the system that they have right now. If I can get one more Flamigo, I might be able to at least take one more card from this guy. So it won't be a complete slaughter, but... yeah, so again, to illustrate the imbalance, look, there's my Swablu. Now wait a second, one's here. The other one, that card that I flipped said it wasn't in my deck. Did I accidentally remove one? Maybe? It's possible. Maybe I accidentally removed one of the cards. I don't know. So yeah, Pokemon Co. is not going to care because they're rewarded by the bigger the EX. By producing more EX cards, they get more and more and more and more and more sales in the physical world. And you can see it, like, watch the most popular YouTubers. These guys that are just, their mouths are always open. They're always screaming. They're just like, oh, look what I did. Oh. And I swear, if I talk to these guys, or like I just played one game of Pokemon, they do not know how to play the game of Pokemon. They just don't. They are just, they've discovered that if they scream and they open their mouth and holler, make a big deal about things, oh, my strategy's not going to work now. I can't poke those guys on the bench. Do I dare bring them to the forefront? Do we dare? We might as well. I mean, the game's over. Let's just bring them forward. Get over here. Get over here. Here, 1 second. Pause. Alright, we're back. Sorry, that phone call went longer than normal. We actually could win this game. I would win this game if I wasn't distracted by that phone call. So the idea here is Ateria, see, I got him down to 280. So what I would do now is, and it doesn't matter that he woke up. This is how I win this game right now. Instead of putting this here, I would have been putting it on here, and I'd have a Flamigo lined up and ready to go. The problem is, I don't have any Flamingos. See that? There's none in my deck. They're all dead or in the prize pool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're all dead. I got rid of that card out of my deck that allows me to just pull it. So I would do this. We'll just do it just to show you guys what I would have done to win. I would bring this guy down. Actually, I could have left that guy there. I would pull this guy here out like that. And then I would retreat this guy, bring out my Flamigo, and then kill the Arcanine and the Charmander at the same time. And that would have given me 3, and I'd win the game. So this is a very good late game deck. Oh, he got 2 heads, so I'm dead. But I would have won right there. That already would have been the winning game, the winning attack. I don't know if he actually knows it, because again, there's so little skill in this game. He probably has no idea that he's only winning or having a solid chance at bringing home victory over and over again because he has a completely unbalanced card, you know, which I don't know how long you guys been watching, but I put that card on my deck, and I absolutely was decimating people. The game became so unfun. Like, I was doing my normal Flamingo strategy, and by turn 2, it was turn 2, I would have a Charizard out, pulling 3 energy and throwing them onto my Flamingos, or throwing them on my Charizard. Like, it was like skipping 2 turns. Skipping ahead 2 turns. Like, I was just so far ahead of these guys. And I think I ended up at 720 after playing for 5 days. I had 720. So whatever that is. 200. Let's see, that's 10, 20, 30, 36 wins. Something like that. So... But eventually I would run into the decks that were imbalanced. So I'd run into other imbalanced decks. Anyways, thanks for watching. I wish people would comment and tell us what we can do better or what they're looking for. I know people are watching. We got 5 new subscribers from these videos, just teaching people how to play. Sorry I didn't win here. Hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I could have won. I got distracted on the phone. I was talking to a guy about a computer repair, and I looked down and I realized, like, oh, I should have, if I was focusing, I would have kept my Swablu in and let him get killed and saved my Flamingo and just done the math that I could win. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care, guys.